Damn it. Hello everyone, welcome along. In the middle of some laps around Montreal right now. Hope you're having a great day. Just trying to learn this track in case we can somehow get fast enough on it to... Oh, safe enough on it's the other one. Welcome along everyone. Brand new day. I've got to come in further out wide and then straighten this braking line up. I've got to find about 6 seconds on that first. Oh, we're out of fuel. I'm doing a little quali session. It'll be more hot lapping today, but I want to try and get good at the track, so we might just do some laps and then we'll try and see where we're at. Try and okay, so let's just do that set and see where we're at. Try and just do some laps until we can start getting comfortable with this thing. As we go, we're going to learn. We're going to just do the track at sort of 80%. See where we're at. Just make sure we get the lines like we did yesterday with Miami. We'll hopefully do a few more laps in Miami today at some stage as well. That race is Thursday. So let's just go through, get the lines-ish, right? Try and get smooth on the steering wheel again. That's a big part. Hey Kyle, welcome along, buddy. How are you? Zigzag, how much practice until you were decent racing in supercars? Whoa, I don't think I am decent racing in the supercars, but look, I've been... it was probably a good 3 or 4 months, but I did a lot of racing otherwise, right, Zigzag? So... I did a lot of Formula Skip Barber stuff, which is all about keeping the momentum up in the cars, learning how to get the right lines and all that kind of stuff. So when I finally jumped in the supercar, it felt natural. But if I just jump in it, I wouldn't be expecting anything less than a couple months to get used to it. But like I said before, to learn stuff, I know my braking marker's there, so I'm just going to brake 10 meters before it, 15 meters before it, 20 meters before it, and just get the right line right. Don't worry about exit too much. Just don't put the foot down. Don't try and do fast pace. Just make sure you're getting the right lines, like braking in straight lines, accelerating in straight lines, that kind of stuff. You don't want to get the trail braking points right, the turn-in points right at about 80% speed, because then you can you'll get it right. It'll be easier to get it right at 100% speed. So then you want to open up corners as much as exits as much as you can, I guess. But I reckon if you solidly worked at it that's the only car you did, it would probably take me a good 3 months to get used to this little beast, which is a full season. I know I definitely improved a lot over the season that I did, just doing officials and stuff. Hey CB, welcome along. But it's hard to say. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I still don't think I hold a candle to some of the best out there, which you'll see this week when I try and qualify for the Scops, which is against the best. So I want to come out here and I want to straighten this braking area up there. Oh, I'm like way off the pace for Scops, which is the best in Australia. But we're still going to see where we're at. Let's see how close we can get with this week. So how does that sound? Does that answer your question, Zigzag, at all? It's a really hard one. Like I said, I did a lot of I was very scared of the supercar, so I did a lot of everything but the supercar, just so I could get ready for get used to it. Used to racing before I went actually to the thing. can you watch some Fast Boys everywhere? There's a lot of people who, oh look, if you're on the Red app, the YouTube, your best one to watch is Chastity. We work really closely with Chastity. He streams most nights of the week. And he streams V8 Supercars. He's just qualified for the Logitech G Pro Invitational. That's where I learnt most of my stuff from, was from him. And we work very closely with him. So Chastity, look it up. I'm pretty sure it's just Chastity or James Jackson on YouTube. He's the one I'd recommend to go look when you got a chance. Don't think there's an E in it. I'll have a look in a sec. I know his YouTube's on. I know his YouTube somewhere near mine. I can get to it pretty easily. So give me a sec when I crash this car, Kyle. I'll let you know. Otherwise, you're watching things like there's a heap of really good supercars streamers out there on YouTube and Twitch. Look, I'm not. They're definitely way better than me. If you put, well, let me just. This is Circuit Gillies Villeneuve, which is the Montreal GP track. That's the Wall of Champions just back there. I'm just trying to pick it out of mine. I get notifications when he goes live, and I've just gone into the wall. Ah. Well, I thought I got notifications when he goes live. There it is. It's James Chastity. At James, James _CHASTY. Go check that one out. He's just qualified for the Invitational Series, so he's one of the top 40 in Australia, if you go by that. He'll be racing with some of the best in Australia, and yeah, he's been working his craft for a long time, and he knows his stuff. So his sets, no E. There's no E in there. KJ, no E in that at all. Hey Mike, thanks for the follow, dude. I'm starting to understand. I've just chucked on the VRS set to see if it's any better. It's low revs, which is really cool, so I can stay in third like this and hold momentum in most corners, which is really cool. Yes, that's the one, KJ. Yeah, no problems, man. He usually does Monday. Look, he usually does, or at least I think he's doing Scops again, all right? But that's the crew I usually race with on a Monday or a Tuesday night. If I used to do those night streams, they always get together, the whole group of them, and do Monday or Tuesday night Supercars in the officials. So you'll see him, that whole group generally winning or going close to winning the Monday night and Tuesday night Strength of Fields in America. Also, when I do that Friday race with the Americas, he's usually in there with that. But yeah, definitely a talent. So now I know third's drivable in this thing. Oh, hold on. Did I get it? Oh, I did. I gained illegal time and I didn't realise. I'm having a shocker. So like I said, I'm trying to qualify with all these guys, which is not going to end well. Oh, I forgot to edit my my audio and my webcam are slightly off. I was going to fix that today. I haven't had a chance yet. Anyway, how are you, KJ, Kyle, Zigzag, Luke? Best way to find the limit is to go over the limit. That's a very good attitude. I like it, Luke, mate. I'm definitely going over the limit a lot, so I just don't know how to get back to said limit. Sorry I missed that one. CB, welcome along. How are yous all? Okay, so I need to be down around the 137s. So from here, I'm also going to do a lot of data work this week in the background to see where I can find some time at this track, because I'm definitely off pace right now. Oh, why am I hugging this corner? Don't hug that corner. I'm just all over the shop today. There we go. The Canadian GP 2 days ago in F1, really love the track. Yeah, it is a great track. I haven't done it in a while. I used to do it. We've done it a couple times, but I've never, haven't done it in a very long time. I honestly forgot it existed. I've just got to work out where the track limits are for that corner there and how close I get to the Wall of Champions. What a place to be. So yeah, you should be opening this up, straightening it up, and then braking in a straight line. As I give advice to people who, and I'm really still learning this big time. So I think you're always going to be learning a supercar. Okay, so let's see if I can brake hard there. Third gear, get her in. Open this corner up a little bit, get on that throttle early-ish. Don't spin it, and then lift a little around here. Keep it down this side. Brake hard is the key in this car. But not too hard, obviously, but then flow through there. This is the corner that I'm really stuffing up, right? I've got to brake in a straight line here, but I've got to get wide and open it up and cut corners. I'm not cutting those corners enough. And then, yeah, go wide here. And then, like I said, straighten this up into this and then brake hard. I know the theory behind it all, it's just getting it there at my old age. Have you uploaded any single race videos on YouTube yet, Kyle? I did one the other day. They all do come from my streams, so they're all just stream videos. But I did one the other day for sure. It was one of the GT3 races around Bathurst. I think there's been 12 people watching it so far. But that's what this Thursday is. So I'm not going to be actually streaming during the day this Thursday. So I'm going to actually hopefully be doing and creating a lot more content behind the scenes on Thursday and a little bit on Friday. See, at the moment I'm rushing home, getting a few things done, and then I'm not getting enough time to actually create the content like that for you guys. So that's what Thursday, Friday is going to be about for me now. It'll be a little bit on a Tuesday as well, but this week, so this week Friday's no good for me, so I'll be streaming today instead of Friday. But I'll cut out those races that I've been doing and put them up on YouTube when I can. I haven't done any offline races and uploaded them because I don't know whether I've got time to actually commit to that. But we'll see what happens on those 2 days a week I'm giving myself off from streaming. And we've just had such a busy week of races going into Bathurst and then a long one on the weekend. I'm actually happy not doing races right now. If that makes sense. Do you know Jackson? I think his style of vids would work good for you. Okay, I'll look into that. So it's just spelled as you did. Look, at this stage, my content, all the data points to me getting my views and stuff from live streams and podcasts, which I've got to get back into doing. So it's a case of I need to find, something that works with that video content. And at this stage, the easy kill for me is just basically, getting those VODs up as proper things, but it's not really working at the moment. But yeah, I need to spend more time in them. Like, I'm spending a bit more time doing the shorts and the clips now, and that seems to be working again. They're better quality. But I'll have a look at his stuff for sure and see what we can find out. I've tried like doing edits of videos and stuff like that. I'm not very good at being creative like that. I'll have a look at it though. Because yeah, the easy thing it has to get to is is if I can put content up on YouTube that is just plain, just video goes up, gets, you know, a couple thousand views, then that's easy analytics for me. And that's where I need to get to. Gonna let Dutch by here. Yeah, because if I need, like, we did a huge amount of oh, that's not there. That shouldn't be streaming. We did a huge amount of hours yesterday for the stream, right? And it was great for analytics and stuff like that. But that's time out of my day to stream. Oh, Jesus. I was reading chat and almost hit him. Oh, that's too fast. See, that's way too quick into that. I need to get away from doing that. Trying to go a bit faster now. I've done a few laps. It's not working. Oh, too wide. And into the wall, into the wall. Hey, Holden, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. I'll have a look at that Jackster later. I'm just going to quickly bring it up on my YouTube and then sit it there. And, oh, she's getting hot in here. We're supposed to get a heap of rain the next couple of days. Which would be great if we get that, because it's got to cool this place down. So Jax. Oh, I've done it while I was trying to chuck a T in there. Okay. 87,000 subs. That's what we need to get to. I'm going to subscribe. And I'm going to put it there, and I'll look at it later for sure. Thanks for the info, Kyle. What's up today, Holden? We're just doing practice at the moment. We'll see what happens. We may do a race. If I can't find any time here, because the thing is I need to get some base data, find out where I'm at, and then from that base data I'll look at the fast guys and see what I need to improve on. Because there's one thing for sure. So there's 112 people registered for this series, right? They're going to take the top 80 of them and feed them into the series. There's going to be a split 1 and a split 2. The split 1 will be the top 36, and the bottom 1 will be the top 44. So we're going to try and qualify for that top, the sort of like the 36 to 80 crew. But we're going to need like a 137, and we're currently at a 141. Full tank of fuel, give you that, but that's not going to make a huge amount of difference. We're not in quality trim, I guess. We've got to find the limits of the track is a big part of it. 140.55 is my optimal. We need to get that well down. But like I said, I need to watch some videos. I need to do some data work, but this is just all getting base data for me, which is what I need. Oh. Yeah, like I said, if we can find an audience on YouTube proper, like that's a big chunk of money that then I can focus on a whole heap of other stuff. Like getting better for you guys. That was smooth through there, I like that. There's 3/10, 4/10. Oh, that's off on the dirt. We don't want that. There we go. That was smooth through there. And we're up again. I've got to get open this corner up. There we go, right out wide there. There's some time. Get around here, and don't you want to stay out this way? And I missed that cut. You need to make those kind of cuts on this track. There we go. Old mate's in a 1:37.4. We might have to look at his laps in replay mode and just see where he's cutting. See if I can find the advantage with his lines from Dutchy. Oh, we got too much tailspin there. Come around. We're still on a lap though. Okay, there's some more time. There we go. I feel like I'm on the edge, but I know there's way more time to find. It's weird, right? Oh, and I've gone wide of that apex again. And then overshot it there. Yeah, JC, we're at Canada. Montreal Grand Prix. The Wall of Champions. And we're murdering it. And I've overshot it. Ha! Let's have a look at Dutchy. We've got a 141. 140. So this is me. Let's go across laps. This one, right? So we want to go chase. Whenever you look at the stuff, it's just easier. So chase. So let's go back a bit. This is what he's doing. Braking there before those bits of concrete. There's a slide across there. Get out as wide as you can. Braking there, which is about right. So you want to cut there. Cut more of that than I'm cutting right now. And then lift, coast, go, brake. How much of this is he cutting? Right up on that curb. So 250 to 300. How much of this? He's getting way more of that and then way of that. And then not getting on the throttle till late. Okay. And then, like I said, straightening this up, braking at the point of the curve, which is good. That's what we wanted. And then holding this in. And I just want to see how much of your curve he takes at the end here. We got most of that down pat, right? And then on exit. Okay. Fair enough. Let's have a crack then. There's those likes coming in. Double tap the screen if you can. Hope you're all having fun. How is everyone doing? Whereabouts are we from? Anyone out there lurking? If you want to not lurk, that's okay. We can appreciate you as well. If you're not, that's fine. And I've overshot this corner again. This is our pretty vital one, right? We're losing way too much time there. Because it's an important one, right? It's onto the straight. Oh, way too late. Way too late. Okay, this is just a terrible outlap. I want the outlap to be way better than that. Let's just get smooth. So there is a world where I try and do more of these races this week, because this is the officials this week and we're trying to get as better at this as we can. And unfortunately right now we need to find 4 seconds, which we will. Because it's down, brake, over, and then I've got to get back over there, right? I'm overcorrecting on that corner. And then brake here. I'm on the bloody grass braking. Come on, get it around here. I'm too... Why am I trying to brake right on the mark there in an outlap? Come on. Okay, so brake it nice and early. Bring it around. It's very cloudy in Canada, isn't it? I wonder if there's going to be rain this week in the service, race service. I saw there was a wet set. No, there's no more gears there. Okay, come on. Get this around here. That's too early on the brake, is it? No, it's not. We're actually almost up on optimal. Oh, that's an off track. Damn, I thought we'd found it, the rhythm. It's not far off that though. It's better than what we were doing. And then braking. That's better for there. Look at that green on that delta. Oh, come on. I'm getting too heavy on the throttle. Oh, and I'm not turning in enough. Oh. Gotta brake harder. The GT3's playing with me a bit. I'm not blipping either. There we go. Definitely time to be made up there. I think I'm braking at the wrong driveway marker or entrance marker. I didn't get that car straightened in time. Oh. See, what I'm doing there is, I know what I'm doing. I'm turning in and throttling at the same time. The car's unbalanced. I need to flow through that corner a bit better. All right? So you flow through here. There, that's another off track. So we've found the limits, as Luke Mate pointed out. We've found and gone past the limits. We're now going to come back to the limit. Very wise words, I must admit. Come on. Let's go. For those joining, this is iRacing on PC, and I am butchering this track. It is Montreal Grand Prix track in Canada. Circuit's Gillies Villeneuve. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Oh my god, I've practiced it so many times. I say it in my head, I go to say it out loud, and I just can't get it right. Let's go. We're in the Ford Mustang, the supercar. Thanks to Locked On, lads. And we've hit a wall, because I'm looking at chat on the straight. It's not straight. And I'm looking for gears that aren't there right now. Okay. Found time through here on our optimal. But I've got that bloody wall that I hit. There we go. It's the third last one. So I was braking ever so slightly too early. Come on. He was drifting out a bit, so that gets him back on the throttle a lot better if he brakes there, and that's another off track. And that's a slowdown. Okay, so we've found that limit. I didn't realise there was even a slowdown there. We hadn't hit it as much. And that's an off track there. Okay, so we're starting to find these limits. We're at least pushing it now. Come on. I'm not wide enough turning in there. It's too narrow, that turning point, which is costing me. How are you all? Welcome along. Thanks for the likes, those people who are doing it over on TikTok. I'm always seem to... Hey, Joel. Joel. I'm having a shocker. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing great. It's been a long week and it's only Tuesday for me. Hope you're doing better. Oh, it stuffed it up. We were well up. Ah, there's so much to get right on this track. It's a really good track, but I'm not very good at it yet. Here we go, we found some time here. Do I get it around here? Yes. Do we get it around here? Yes, we do. And, oh, that tail wanted to step out. Brake early enough that I can turn in, and hard enough that I can turn in like that. That's a very green looking bar at the top there, which is great. Now it's got red, but we're still green overall. Found half a second. Let's go. Not soon. I'm just trying to get ready for this race here, which is, I'm trying to get good for Scops, which is this track here. Pre-qualies Thursday, Friday night this week, and I'm nowhere near the pace. So we'll do a little bit of this, we'll do a little bit of Miami, and then we'll go from there. We'll see if we've got any time left to put in some races in just some of the throwaway cups. I just needed some data, and I'd run out of time to do it before the stream. How am I going at Miami? Not very good. I'm at 2:04 yesterday, which is about 3 seconds off where I need to be. You'll see me Friday. If I get embarrassed enough, if I can not be embarrassed, I'll see you Friday. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to... I'm not going to be able to race this Friday. My kid's got an OzTag carnival on. So that means I can't... Oh, no. I can't race this Friday. There's no one on track with me. Oh, there he is. Dutchy's back. So what do we get then? A 140.3. Optimal's a 142. So I've still got to find 3 seconds. There's going to be a hell of a lot of data work to be done in the background to find where I'm losing this time. It's funny, I watched Dutchy's 137 and I'm like, yeah, I'm not far off that. And then, but then there's nothing I can do. How you been anyway, mate? What's been happening? Let's do some laps. Oh, and I'm not turning in early enough for that. And I'm not doing a lot of things. Oh, I'm going in too quick, so I've got to pull that brake marker back. I'm going to go wide. I don't want to kill Dutchy coming through the last chicane. Oh, he vanished. We are on a full load of fuel, right? So there is that problem, but otherwise we're pretty good. Okay, here we go. So cut that, that's too narrow. Damn. Oh. Thank you for those likes over on TikTok. Means a hell of a lot. Why am I maxing that thing out? Why didn't I go to 4th there? Oh, just not in a rhythm, am I? I'm going to chuck a quali set on in a sec just to get some real data of hot lapping. Oh, I've got to brake earlier than that. Anyway, we're getting there. Let's try and do a quali set. Let's go. See if we can do some laps with this. Because that's what the thing's going to be this weekend, this Thursday, Friday. They're just one lap hit outs, trying to get as quick as we can. This is an out lap. I just want to see if there's any difference with this set and with the lower fuel load. See if we can get some kind of a even better data point. Definitely turning in from way too narrow a spot, right? I don't know why people try and ring me while I'm streaming. Okay, let's go. Settle in. Come on. Now, brake at the 2. That's better. Better. Come on, hold it. Don't spin, don't spin. Break 300. Oh, you need to start blipping. Especially for that one. Okay, so let's start that one again. Oh. Okay. I'm not blipping down, and that's a GT3. Doing GT3s for a week. I forgot to blip down. So we're going to get right in there and then come across there to open that exit up there. Oh, there we go. It wanted to kick out. This is an out lap, so I'm not going to be too crazy with it. Oh, there's a little lock up there. More than a little lock up, but a lock up. And I've overshot that. It's an out lap. I'm pushing too hard anyway. Hey, Hydro, welcome along, buddy. Welcome to me getting mad at myself for the next 2 hours because I'm not quick enough. But hopefully I'm not. How you going, mate? And then no one's rang me all day and I sit down for 2 hours to myself and I get phone call after phone call after phone call. It's really cool fun being me. That's not too bad. We're at Montreal, Canada Grand Prix track, which is cool. Trying to hot lap, find some time, and get faster at this track at hot lapping. Come on, dive in. That was a lot of accident there, but we actually cut that more than we had been, which tells me I could cut it a bit more than what I've currently been doing, which is good to know. And then that's too narrow on exit, and then we lose that time coming out of there. Okay, thanks, Hydro. Brake, brake, brake. Hey, thanks for the heartbeat. Hydro, I saw that actually on my TikTok studio that time. Just saying it like Feeney as much as I don't like him. And we've overshot that. Keep on overshooting things. Which is because I'm trying to send it like Feeney. So what I'm actually supposed to probably do is roll it back a bit. So I mean, like we're at a 140.3. I can do a 140 flat if you look at my optimals. Which is still 3 seconds off, 3 seconds off where I need to be, right? That's an off track. Okay, so we know there's a limit there. Oh, I'm going to yield 3 seconds for that. Okay, so that's killed that lap. Let me just quickly look at data. Let me see. You can do it. I can do it. Oh, look, it's my first real crack at this track in a very long time. Oof. I don't know why I chose not to do aircon today. So let's go back a few laps. $140.3. So let's analyze that quickly on my end while you're sitting here having a look at it. Create new analysis. Let's have a look at, we'll add in someone I know, add laps. We want to be around Stacey Boyd. that's a 1. Oh, he's got a 139 in here. We want to be quicker than that. But anyway, so let's... Oh. Well, 139 is not going to be finding me a lot of time. Let's just have a look at... the 137.9. Let's have a look at that. Apply. Analyze laps. So I'm losing all my time. The first couple of sectors is pretty good, right? It's that... See, a lot of it is this, I'm going in, so let me see, can I have a look at it at a bit of a horizontally view? Can I go to add scene? I'm not going to be able to do this properly. I've got to work on it in background, okay? I'll get it eventually. There's a lot of this, right? So I'm losing time, I'm gaining time, and then it peaks, and then I lose a heap of time. And what that means is I'm going into corners way too quick. So like the hairpin, I'm going in way too quick. So let's have a look at the hairpin. We'll lose a lot of time there. I'm red, so this guy's braking what looks like 15 meters before me, 10 meters before me, but he's braking significantly, or not significant, he's actually braking later than me, but so what I do is I gradually go on it, he's stamping on it. So that's what I need to start doing, right? Pull that thing up. What gear is he going through? He's actually going through the gears quicker, but later. So let's try that. So I've got to really stamp on this brake pedal, right? What's everyone doing out there? Where is it from? If you haven't told me already in a past stream, hope you're all doing great. We're just doing some practice, so slam it on and lock it up and spin it. That's what I want to look at. What's his gearing like? Is he going to second? So that first corner is not second. It is second. So he goes down a second, goes to third. Third for that corner, which we just spun out at. Okay. I'm getting this. Let's see if we can find half a second, right? If we can get to the 139s, that would be a great start. Let's just do 139s and see where we're at. And then we'll work on low 139s, and then we'll try and work on 38s, and we'll go from there. Good old hot lapping. Gotta love it. So there, and then across like that. This whole gradual braking thing's got my head spun now. I thought I was braking okay, but I'm not. That's why people can brake so much heavier than me. Oh, that's second gear. I think I want to be floating through there in third. I went too low in the gears. We pulled that up way quicker, didn't we? But I've overshot it still. Okay. Where does he get out of... What's he do there with gears? He goes down to second quicker than me, holds it. He gets up to third quicker than me, though, on exit. So short... I don't know whether it's short shifting or what, but... He's also bigger turn angles than me. Come on. Did I get a black flag for that? I thought my wheels may be over the white line. Nope. So So it's cutting right across here, right? And then bringing it back like that. And then cutting across here. And then hard on the brakes. Turning there. No, a bit earlier than that. Come on, you can do it. As Hydro says, be more positive. And then you lock up the brakes like that. Interesting. I'm on outlap, cold tyres. I shouldn't be going this hard on an outlap. This is why we don't normally do hot lapping. We just get used to the... I need to go back to that. I need to just do some laps. Keep doing laps, make sure I can do it safely, and then once I'm used to that line, that's an off track. And that's wide. Let's go. Send it, everyone. Earlier. So we go into here, right, and we brake hard. Ugh. See, they're all off the brake quicker than me as well. So it's bang. And then they're lifting straight up. Where I'm trailing it a lot more. No, that's not the description, right? I am looking at a specific corner. But it's very much a case of I go into corners way too hot and I come out of corners, so that compromises that whole corner. And that's why people look to me like they're cruising through corners really slowly, but they're not. Oh, too early on the turn in, everyone? No. It didn't work because I was going in too narrow, but we didn't get an off track. Oh, there's a little off track there because of the grass. How do I get it in my head to what I'm supposed to do here? Not that. Let's just try braking earlier. That felt good. Hey Josh, how you going, buddy? I'm not racing right now, but we are practicing for a couple races this week. Well, okay, so what we're doing is we're practicing for next week's V8 Vets, but that's also coincides with this week's Scops pre-quali, which I'm one of the 112 people registered in that. And I am well off the pace, so I don't want to embarrass myself, so I might not go for it. This is just practice for it, but V8 Vets is the league I'm in that I definitely will be racing this track in on Thursday week. I'll be doing Miami this week. I need to get back in and practice a bit of that. Josh, but yeah, it's pre-quali week for Scops, and this is the first round track, and this is, I'm just struggling for some reason. We've got no fuel as well. I'm trying to find time. We're going to go back to just lapping rather than hot lapping, because hot lapping's no good at the moment because I'm not used to the track. So there's, I said I was out of fuel. Okay, so let's do that. Let's change the set back. But yeah, this is just practice, just cutting laps at the moment. Okay, so let's crack at that. Oof. How is everyone doing out there as well? If you're on one of the other apps, let me know. If you can, if you're just watching on your TV, give me a like. I don't want to go to third there, and then when you want to cut across here, and then cut across there. There you go. I've got to learn to not be so quick into corners and brake better. I'm definitely not braking right. That's an off track, okay. Cut too much of that. Oh. That is frustrating. I used to think I was okay at this, and then all of a sudden I try and be better. But no, we're not doing that today. So it's a matter of I'm going too hard. Oh, they are horrible to drive. But I love it. Go figure. So it's in here. Yeah, so you'll see there's a 150k race this Thursday night. I'll be doing for V8 Vets, if you've heard of them, V8 Veterans. Split 3, so not very high up in the rankings. But we're at Miami for a 150 kilometer race. And then this one will be next Thursday night. It'll be a 200 season finale to season 26. We'll be doing a 200k race there. And, oh my God. But yeah, at this stage I ain't qualifying for Scops, so we knew that. We're just doing it so maybe by the end of the season I get to the point where I can. How do you race it, Josh? So you've got to be over 40. Are you over the age of 40 years old? If not, I've got a second option for you. $28, mate. Close enough, exactly. So everyone who's that watches the streams who's under 40 is Alliance Sim Racing. Alliance, like you're an alliance in something. Sim Racing. You can find them through their website. I think that one of the guys found it by Google searching them yesterday. They've got a wait list at the moment for the next season. But yeah, they do Thursday nights, but they also do some other GT3 and stuff like that. They're usually really good racing. The other one is Oz, OZ, and then Dash E Racing is the other one that's a big Supercars one as well. If you are super talented like myself, not. If you are super talented, Scops is season starts this weekend, but that requires qualification. They're taking the top 80 each week, and there's 112 at the moment registered, so there's about 32 people missing out. Hey Jerry, keep going, buddy. I'll get to your question in a sec. Over 40, how big is the league? There is 200 people racing in it, each or registered for each season, and then there's a wait list of people trying to get into it. It started as just a little 50-person thing, and then it grew. They had to go to 100, then they went to 150, and then a couple of years back, they end up going to 200. And yeah, it just keeps growing each and every time. Did you watch the new Supers? I did watch the new Supers. Is that Joe? Did he prove well for a first race? Yeah, look, I think they looked better than what they actually performed. I think there was a lot of went towards them looking better than they were. A lot of cars taking each other out. A lot of cars failing with wheels falling off for some silly reason. A lot of penalties given out for silly mistakes and stuff like that, which made them look better. Got them further up the field than I think they actually showed they were. That's my concern, but we will see. Maybe I'm wrong. But they just didn't look very fast every other part of the weekend, so I think they were very much look better than they actually were, if that makes any sense. That's as close to that wall as I think I can get. Let's straighten this entry point up and then brake hard. And then turn in. And then exit. There we go. Like I said, let's just do laps. I'm trying to get data so I can go back and look at it and try to find where I'm slow. But like I said, I'm looking at data now and pretty much everything says that I'm slow going in, too fast going into corners and then too slow coming out then. Because I'm having to brake too much on the way out. Yeah, so V8 Bets is actually the biggest league in Australia for supercars as well. It's got the most people active every single week, which is crazy. They then run a tournament throughout the year for all the over 70s, and then they go for the over 60s, and then the over 50s and the over 40s. So they run 4-side tournaments every year, which are also really obviously big as well. But they're full race control, full safety cars, all that kind of stuff as well. It is an awesome league. Fully, they broadcast the main one. It's one of the bigger broadcasts on SimSpeed, and then they do replays of all the others. We were actually going okay then until I went off. I've got to slow down. I've just got to get that braking marker in my head slower, and then we'll get on the brake marker harder leading in. Oh. Okay, these tyres are hot. Let's get in a rhythm somehow. I went back to my GT3 button paddle gearing for some reason. Oh, what else is happening out there, everyone? Everyone else enjoy the supercars being back on the weekend? You got to do more of this short shifting, I reckon. That's a cut. Damn it. Come on. I still missed that turn-in marker. Damn it. I've got to hit these curbs hard. It's going to be the best series for someone that is a rookie at the V8s. The officials, man. Honestly, the officials. I'm supposed to be recording a podcast episode with someone about that. They definitely recommend just getting in and doing the officials. Just do them each and every week. They are 8:15 Queensland time. Every single night of the week is generally enough for it to get in a race. And just lap at the back of the field. There's no pressure, there's no nothing. There's no race control to ruin your night or blame anything on, and it's a case of just doing it. Outside of that, most leagues will do some kind of a mentoring program, like the V8 Vets. They actually do a there's a video before each race done by the top split guys for the bottom split guys to help them get better. That's always good as well. But anyone where there's just not pressure, but line sim racing would be the one to really look at. I think that's the real answer. But the officials is a very good place to learn. Most times they go to a couple splits so you can get amongst the lower people. Otherwise, just doing laps as well is another really good answer. Just like I'm doing now. Jump into a server. If you need to change to a server that's actually empty, you can do that within the server. And just do practice laps. You don't want to worry about your racecraft just yet. Just get to the point where you're hitting your marks like I am. Then from there you can speed up. There's no point me trying to work my my data now. Otherwise I hit the wall because I'm looking at stats. Because I'm just not smooth. Like I'm not hitting my braking markers where I should be, and then smoothly going through corners like this. I'm pushing and making too many mistakes. But yeah, I just do officials. That's where I spent most of my time doing learning the supercars, was just getting in with a group of guys in a Discord and just doing laps around the officials, spending a lot more time practicing in the officials than actually racing in them. Like anyone who's any good has spent more time in the seat doing just laps like this than racing, I guarantee you. Because that's the thing, I'm doing data and I'm actually nowhere near my best time at the moment. So there's no point in me trying to find my best time and match it, but anyway, it is what it is. If you're out there and you can possibly give us a follow, we're trying to get those numbers up at the moment. Give us some taps on the like button if you can. Sub if you can over on the other apps. My dogs are having a crack at something now as well. Everything's sort of happening right now. Every time I try to do bloody 2 hours myself. Short shift out of there. Thanks for the follow, Josh. We are live usually 3 days a week during the day at this time period. This week it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Most weeks it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. And then we do our Thursday night stream, Queensland time, 6:30, 6 to 6:45 we start, and the race starts about 7:45 Queensland time. But that's because I work early mornings, so I don't get much time to stay up late, so we don't get to do all that kind of stuff for the Australian audience, usually. So the Thursday night's my one night. We're doing Miami this week, like I said. I've got to get practice in that soon. That's not too bad. I forgot to I had to change gears. We lost all that time we were gaining. And then I've broken too early, which has brought the off-track in because I got turned in too early. Who you, mate? Yeah, it'd be good to grind the sim more often, man. I get that. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. I've got my own business, so I'm stuck into this whole 4:30 AM start thing for now until sort of August, September. just means early to bed every single night. Okay, let's see if I can just get this a bit smoother, alright? Whereabouts you from, Josh? I think I've got this section not too bad, alright? I'm definitely losing time there though, but it's not as bad as the others. Oh, I've overshot that. That's me going in too quick. The understeer over to the edge was very, very noticeable. Okay, there we go. Got to hit more of those curbs. Come on, we're getting there though. Gatton, near Toowoomba. I know Gatton. What's it like up there today? Are we getting the storms this week? I just got a video from Higgins saying that we're going to get big, big storms. So it looks overcast out there. Who was talking about Gatton the other day in my life? Someone was mentioning Gatton. Can't remember where it was. I'm on the Sunshine Coast, so not far away. Did you get the Ipswich for the Supercars last year? That's better line through there, big time. Way better line through there. We've got an optimal. Friday, okay. You guys aren't good with big storms when they come in from the southwest, are they? They usually dump them down there. Oh, that's an off track. Otherwise, that was good. It was so close to that being a good lap, a good section. Oh, and I've overshot that big time. Yeah, I saw somewhere that we're actually supposed to be getting them sooner than Friday. Okay, so that's good. I've got a couple of days to not worry about it. I've got to do some whippersnipping out the front. I want to do it before it pisses down. But I want to leave it as close to when it pisses down so I don't have to worry about doing it too soon again. That's an off track. Damn it. We are pushing limits. Luke mate said to and we did. Man, I can't even get close to my PB right now. I've been doing this for a bit over an hour, closing in on an hour and a half. We probably should jump out and jump into Thursday afternoon. Oh, okay. That's not tomorrow, but the next day. Okay. I'm turning in too late there, I reckon, too. Oh, and I've overshot it because I was wrong gear. Got to go to second there. Engine braking's key for your supercar experience, everyone. Use that engine to pull the car up more than the brake pad. Otherwise, you're never going to pull up in time. That was good. Oh, and I locked it. Just went a bit wide, bit long, bit deep. Never been accused of that before. Hey, Jamie. How did our 12-hour race go? I think I'm still tired from it, to be honest. We're really good. We got 6th. So that was a really, really, really good result. I've just gone way too hot there. Damn. Yeah, started 31st, got 6th, which was awesome. Really happy with that. The team did an awesome effort. We were about 6 laps down on the lead at the end. We had one fairly major crash where the eventual winner of the race just reared us. Punted us coming over the hill about lap 208 or 212 or something like that. Yeah, no, it was really good. Used to race up here all the time. What'd you race up here? It is, I've been here for 19 years now. And yeah, it is a pretty good place. We just talked about the other day. Been here for 19 years, which is crazy long. For me, in the one spot, nearly been here more than I've been anywhere else in my life. Being part of that old crew now. We are trying to move at the moment, but not outside of the Sunshine Coast, just to a smaller house. And then maybe get a purpose-built room for streaming and rig racing. So I can do it a bit more often. Oh, it's off track. Damn, we're up almost. Better than dead last, exactly. We have heard some horror stories, and it was a case of our other team was one of those horror stories, got 22nd up in split 4, but they had a blast doing it. They just had a few little issues and technical issues as well. VR dropping out for one of the drivers a couple of times, which was never good. Makes it really hard to steer the car when you can't see what's going on. Okay, we're starting to get in a bit more of rhythm now. Oh, yes, motocross, nice. Track near Coolum. I used to play cricket up at Coolum. I'm just trying to think what's up there. You know what? I don't even know where that would be, but I never lived up there. I just 100% played cricket for them. For Mount Coolum, and played golf at Coolum Beach. No, Mount Coolum. Coolum Beach. There's a lot of stuff up there that I don't even know exists as well. Oh, I'm thinking about Coolum, and I'm not braking the right spot. Actually, it's not too bad a spot to brake. That's better, look at that. And then a good exit, short shifting up. Yeah, it wasn't the best exit. Oh, and I thought I was cruising. I thought I'd braked perfectly, but I did not, and then we do that. Okay, this server's about finished. We're about to get kicked out of this server. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Nah, look, I was hoping we'd get an announcement on the weekend. And there is a dev blog post coming up, Jamie. We are definitely due for one, a dev blog post in the next week to tell us what's coming in the new content. I'm hoping for a sneaky drop, but I thought iRacing would have... just give me a sec, I'm just changing servers. I would have thought iRacing would have announced it at the first race of the Supras, but if they were ready to go, I can't see why they wouldn't be ready to go, to be honest. But it's only data out there. They're only got to get the shell. But it is what it is. So look, if they're not announced in the next week, which is when the dev blog will drop, probably this weekend, I'd say. By some stage this weekend, you'll get the dev blog dropped, and which will explain everything new that's starting to come out. Then I don't know when. I'd say probably towards the end of the year, if anything. It's going to be it's a weird one. Like I said, I thought they would have had it ready to go. Yeah, I won't get one. I understand why people do, especially something different as well. I'm going to stick with the 100%. I'll stick with this, just the Ford, because I've never got the Camaro or the Holden or anything like that. I'm a Ford man, obviously. So, but yeah, it'd be good to see different varieties in the sim as well. That's another part of it as well. 100%. So keen to check that out. Hey, Simon Hames. Yeah, back at it. I'm finding out how slow I really am, Simon. I can't get anywhere close to quality time for Scops. Not even, like, I can't even get safe on Montreal. So we're going back to Miami. I can't get close here. So let's see what today brings. But yeah, I'm getting humbled by how quick people are and how quick I'm not. Yeah, the servers get full. Especially you'll find this week, Steve. Scops week, so every man and their dog will be getting out and practicing as much as they can in races. So that means the servers will get full. What you've got to look for, though, it's the one time slot each day that gets full. You've got to try and make that time slot, which is 8:15 Queensland time. That server will get full every single time and generally go to 2 splits. I think this week we'll probably get to 3 splits. About 60-something people, 70 people will probably register for each race, is what you'll find. The other one is for Queensland time, 1:15 on a Friday and a Saturday morning or afternoon, so 1:15, 2:15, 1:15, sorry. On the American server, not the Australian only servers, that always gets full as well. That's the agreed time slot for all the Supercars drivers they get on. But yeah, they always at 8:15 go full, or with it, not full, but they definitely mostly go to 2 splits anyway. If not, just one split of 20-25 drivers, which is really good. If that makes any sense. This is going to be a really hard track for me to read chat out. I've got majority of all Holdens and Fords. Okay, nice. It's tricky. It took me a few laps to learn it last night. I still need to find a second or two. What times are you doing, Simon? It's the Montreal track. I'm really struggling with that. I don't know why, too. I thought I used to be able to do it quite nicely. Oh, this sun's in a really bad spot, I must admit. It's definitely tricky because you never really just flat chat. You're always trying to turn. It's got a bit of a Thruxton feel to it, but at least it's got a couple of overtaking spots. We're just going to pull it up there. I should go up the 5th just quickly rather than being on the limiter. Oh, that's too early. This corner gets me every time, right? Whew. Yeah, definitely. So let's see. They, like I said, that's their agreed strength of field. So a lot of the boys do get on there. That's when I usually race when I can. But yeah, no problems. Happy to answer any questions at all. Keen to get more people racing them. They're just such a challenging car to race, and I've just shown you why, because I've just absolutely murdered it. And then we've hit the wall. Yeah, I spent so long in the GT3, I guess. It's going to take me a while to get back used to the supercar again. I should have at least been doing some supercars, but with the 2 weeks I had to have off from V8 Vets, I sort of didn't see the need. I could focus on Bathurst 12 hour, and we got 6th in the 12 hour, which is awesome. So it was worth it in the end, but now I've got to try and get back into this supercars grind. Oh, it's an outlap, you silly idiot. Come on, get on track, get on track. Oh, and I'm just all over the shop. What a weird track, though. Like, that corner's horrible. I hate that corner. If you can, I would really like some follows if we can. We're trying to get to 1,500 as soon as we can. So if you are sitting back working around or you're liking the content in TikTok, that'd be great. If not, that's fine. I completely understand. I got to try and be better at asking the question, right? And if you can do likes, tap that screen, double tap the screen. That is very much appreciated because it helps. Oh my God. I think my brain's starting to melt, Simon. Yeah, thanks, man. It was a huge result. Thanks, Mustafa, for the follow. You're a legend. See, that's why I've got to get better at asking, because when I ask, people go, oh, yeah, that's right, that's a thing. So thank you very much. It's very, very much appreciated. Yeah, no, it was a great result. Worth all the effort we put in now. Now we've got to try and qualify for OSR, which I really don't think we can. I don't think I can get that Porsche Cup car around Bathurst without bouncing off the side of the hill. But we'll see. There we go. Yeah, there's heaps of, there was actually a big article just recently of an iRacing driver who qualified and got won their way into a F4 championship, and they ended up winning the championship. So there's definitely, and Max Verstappen's a very good example of, he's got his sim racers to race with him in the GT3 around Nürburgring. It's definitely transferable. You've got Shane Van Gisbergen does so many laps in the sim. It's ridiculous, and that's part of his way of keeping up to date. And wow, there's some time. Keeping his skills fresh is the way I think to say it. So it's definitely transferable. Oh, that's a brake lock up. Let's not do that. I think I'm braking too early there as well. Trying to get harder on the brake, Simon. I'm trying to stamp on that brake. When I look at data, people get to sort of 80% way quicker than I do. I'm a gradual build up, and that costs me time. Oh, that should have gone down another gear. That's my fault. I tried to get greedy and stay in third and try and cut that corner, but I did not. Woo! I think there's more corner I can cut there, to be honest. Oh, there's definitely not a corner there. Oh, I see the line now. I wasn't seeing that properly before. Okay. The rubber on track really helps with that. Yeah, no, that's where he's trying to get as many as his sim racing buddies into real life racing. The big holdback is 99% of us can't afford an actual journey in the real life racing, which is the big problem, right? It's just too expensive unless you've got some kind of backing or sponsorship. It's really, really hard. Or someone like Max Verstappen to get you seats. Oh, that's a cut. Damn, we're on a good time too. Okay, lift and coast. See, like Gran Turismo movie is based on real life. Events are swapped around a little bit, but it's all about the guy who did Gran Turismo and then got through to real life racing and still racing today. That's the thing. So it is definitely possible. That's Gran Turismo. This is a more simulated sim, if that makes sense. And they do get a lot of real life racers to give their input to make sure that the sim is as close to real life as they can get, which is a great part of it. Okay, we're green. I like seeing green. The tyre, it shows that people go wide there and come back, which is maybe something I should look at. And I'm braking too early there, but not hard enough. I keep on forgetting about that double left. It's almost a triple left-hander by the time you get to the end of it. There we go. Man, I've got my optimal down almost a second from yesterday, which is huge. I didn't blip. That last one locked up those rears instead of blipping. Come on, get in here. I've overshot that, but we're going to hold it. Come on. Let's go. 2023 is the new optimal. How long are stints? So... Oh, hold on. I missed a whole heap of questions. Give me a sec. I broke that down too hard. Let me finish this lap, and then I'll get your questions. Oh, this is what I do. Damn. And then there's an off track in there. Okay. I was going to get into motor racing, but was let down by how expensive it is. And look, and there's not much you can do about it. It's an expensive little sport. Unless, like in Australia, the best option for you is to buy an XL. Even that is 10 grand minimum, so that's a hard thing. Are you going to do the Nürburgring 24 hour? I haven't confirmed that, Ben, but I am interested. I won't be doing it with the Locked On lads, but there might be a group of people from my stream that might want me to do it with them, so we're still working on that one. Bro, the 12-hour Bathurst that you did long ago, do you actually drive the whole... No, so I don't do the full 12 hours. We do it in stints, and then... how long a stints are a tank of fuel. Alright, and I was getting 30 laps to a tank of fuel, which is roughly around about an hour and 15 minutes. So you're doing about 2.5 hours at a time, because we're double stinting. You do 2.5 hours, then you hand it over to that's well too deep. I'm still thinking about the weekend. So we did it on the weekend. And yeah, 2.5 hours of driving, and then you hand it over to the next guy and off you go. Yeah, so I end up, J-Mac did 40 laps at the end instead of the 60 laps, so we got it down to, he only had a 20-minute coverage, a 20-lap coverage that we'd done during the day for him. But yeah, Ben, I'd like to do it just because I've never done it, and I do want to say I've done it once. I would like to do it once, but yeah, I've got to find some people to do it with. Yeah, and it was fun, and like, you said, hey Dudsy, welcome along, man. Can't overdrive this track at all, got to be so patient. I know, and I'm the worst Dudsy at overdriving, right? I overdrive so much, so it's not a good track for me. I've got to learn patience, and I don't have it. Especially this section, and especially when I'm well up on the delta, and I'm like, yeah, come on, smash it, and I just put the foot down just slightly harder than the last time, and it just spins on me. But yeah, it's someone came through and they actually commented on my post afterwards. They came through the stream and said they were doing their first 12-hour, and they asked if it was boring, and I'm like, you'll see. There's nothing boring about a 12-hour race. So 24 is the same, man. It's just 24 hours of being nervous as hell. Not just for yourself, but for everyone in your team and everyone else on track. Because you're like, who's going to kill us next? where's the next damage going to come from? How do we avoid it? How do we get better? And just surviving is a huge feat, and that's I never go into an endurance race trying to win it. I'm just trying to survive it, which is great. Favourite track to drive in iRacing is quite easily Bathurst. I'm natural around there. I've done it. I've watched it so many laps of it in my life that it's just easy to do. Outside of that, that was bad. Sorry, guys. I've grown to like Phillip Island a lot. I've also grown to like Sandown a bit more than used to, but Brands Hatch is probably the big one, that because there was so much time doing that in the, what do you call it, Toka Touring Car Series. So I got used to that. Stuff I don't like is like Donington, Sebring, stuff like that. I hate it. We got 6th in the 12-hour Dudsy. Started 31st. We got a drive-through penalty for speeding in pit lanes real early on. I made a couple little small mistakes, but one of the boys got rear-ended by the eventual leader of the winner of the race, which got us about 4 to 5 minutes of damage. So not too bad, to be honest. But yeah, 6th. We're so happy with it, man. So happy with it. I'm going to put the videos up on YouTube. I've got the whole stream downloaded. I'm doing clips at the moment on all the platforms, but I'm going to put them up hour at a time. So it'll be hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, hour 4, all the way through to the final hour. And you guys can watch it if you want to, for anything you miss, because everyone watched the stream but missed bits of it. So it's going to be good for you, good for that. Keep an eye out for that stuff. Best track I've been to is Bathurst again. We've just slid that wide again. But I did love Oran Park. I was only young when I went there, man, because it's obviously not been around for a long time. But you can see everything from a couple different advantage points. It's one of those few tracks. Pardon me, it's hot in this room. I'm just getting a drink. It's so hot in this room. But yeah, that and Ipswich were really good to watch at. I don't like the racing at Ipswich, but as a spectacle of being able to watch the whole field racing at once, like Daytona type thing, or anything like that, oval racing, it was really cool to be able to watch a Supercars race or any kind of race from there. So the other thing, the best track I've been to, I went there without a race being happening there at the time, was Daytona. I've been to Daytona last year before last, and it was epic, standing up on top of the grandstand where the spotters sit, how windy it was up there, but how you could see everything. They drove the bus around the inside of the track. We got to see the inside of the track as well. They went through the bus stop in the bus. It was phenomenal, so good. We got to stand. They went around the outside of the track up on the edge. We got to get out and look down and look at how steep the banking was in person. It was phenomenal. It was a really, really cool experience that I'm definitely glad we went to in the end. And yeah, seeing the museum on the way out was really cool too. Hey Tyson, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. I've got to get back to Dudsy. Yeah, thanks, mate. It was the three of us practiced really hard, and you know we put a lot of time into it. So to get 6th for once, we've done it pretty much every year, almost for 5 years now. 6 years, maybe not every year, but close to it. And we've had some terrible years. I remember almost walking away from the sim after a Bathurst 12-hour because it was not a very good time emotionally and mentally for me. And I put too much pressure on myself and did not put enough practice in, and I wrecked the car a couple times in a couple stints, and yeah, that was not good. But that was the best one for sure. No, so the official ones, anyone can do them. So iRacing put them on as long as you meet the license requirements. I'm not sure what Nords will be, but I'm pretty sure Bathurst was a B license. But it might have been a C license actually, now I think about it. As long as you have a car that fits the field, so it was a GT3 for the 12-hour, and as long as you got one other person you can then register a team and race it, no problems whatsoever. That's all you need to do. There are some, so I'm doing another 12-hour potentially in March, and it's for oceanic sim racing. But that is a thing you've got to qualify for. So it's not just an invite, but you've got to register your team and then you've got to qualify, and they only take the top. There's 2 categories, but it's about 50-something cars that'll end up racing in the race, and that's it, out of all the teams. So that's one that you need to be of a certain speed to be able to be in. But yeah, just a normal standard iracing Nords 24-hour race. As long as you qualify for a license, you have a license, which is the main thing that you do in iRacing, is you compete for a license, then you're good to go. And licenses aren't hard to get. All you got to do is be safe on track, and then you get your licenses that way, which is not that. That's not safe on track at all. Best car I've driven in real life. So I've driven a Formula Ford at Eastern Creek around Corporate Hill. That's the only car I've really been able to go full on with. But over in America, I got to drive just a Mustang over there, which was really cool. It was a really good experience. That's it. I haven't really driven any really nice cars before, but the Formula Ford was a really cool experience. Really cool experience. I love that. Would love to do that again. Actually just get on a proper racetrack and just go for it. Like, there's some nice go-karts I've driven as well, but that was a long time ago, and I couldn't explain to you what go-karts they were or anything like that. I'm trying to think. No, there's no other cars. Like, it was a particular thing in America. My wife wanted a convertible. Actually, my daughter was like, I don't know, what, 4 years old, and she wanted a convertible horsey car, which was the Mustang, and I was a Mustang fan. My wife loves Mustangs, so we're never going to be able to buy one for ourselves, so we ended up hiring one and drove down through Hawaii, actually, while over there, which was really cool. So I've got to watch the video on this because I'm nowhere near the pace. Oh, I've got a 2027, so I've got to find another second, I reckon. So 2027 is what my best is, which is way better than I was yesterday. Different track conditions to what I was doing yesterday, which is fine. I've just got to get smoother with this. But then the circuits, Gillies Villeneuve, yeah, that one. Montreal, I've got to start getting good at as well. But look, if we don't, the practice won't go to waste. If I don't qualify for Scops, which I won't, just putting that out there now, Scops is the elite. All that practice will go to next week for the vets, because it's the same track. Oh, that flow is really good when you get that section, right? I must admit. That's the fastest I've done that section. Okay, that's flowing better. Starting to get an understanding of this track. As you can see, the green little monster up there is getting bigger. Oh, got a blip better. Come on, get onto this straight. There we go. Come on, everyone. We're finding time. We're into the 1.9s now as optimal, which is good. We might just get a result out of this race tomorrow night. At this stage, we might. Okay, brake. There we go, around like that. I think there's more time to be found just there. I don't think I'm doing that accurate. I'm trying to turn in too early there. That's a better cut as well. Oh, it's a little bit too wide there, but that's okay. Ah, too high on the revs. Come on. Brake late, brake late, brake late. Too early still. Oh, grabbed the wall there, but it's okay. It's not a 0x. Come on. Come on. Out of there. That's way better. Oh, and I turned in too early while braking too hard after all that. Okay, let's get out of the car again. So what was that? A 2021. 2019 is the new optimal. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Oof. 3 new follows. Thank you, everyone. If you're not following, I better get back to work, Pete. See you on track on Thursday's race. No problem, Dudzy. Have a good one, mate. I need to go back and do stuff in my life as well at some stage. I was going to answer a few phone calls that I've missed as well. But let's do another 12 minutes. Let's get to 2 o'clock. Last chance to ask any questions you want, everyone. It's what we're here for, having a bit of a chat. It's lunchtime. Trying to fill up people's lunch hours and give me a bit more practice for Thursday nights. Big race. See, those tyres are just not wanting to grip it and wanting to go right now. It's cold, so yes, it's an outlap. That's normal, but I'm still going in too hot. I think that's how that flows a bit better too. I needed to widen it and then narrow the entry though. I might have to play with the brake bias too. I usually find with the vet sets I do need to go a bit more forward. Just because I braked really badly in the supercar. Like that. Ooh, pull it up. No, won't let me do it with that button. I need to do that. I need to make sure that button's working because it's not working right now. See, push that brake bias forward might give me a bit more front steering, which is what we're lacking at the moment. I think you think setups matter in the case of cars, so it's really cool. Setups make a huge difference. So the best example I can give is our 12 hour on the weekend, right? We opted for, so we had 2 teams racing, right? Our best team and then us. Our best team, we both went the McLaren. They were definitely quicker. They definitely had a far different setup to us. So our goal was not speed, but to survive over the mountain. And we picked the car and the setup based on surviving over the top of the mountain. Okay, so it wasn't the quickest at the bottom of the mountain or getting down the mountain, but it was the safest going up over the mountain. And you could see when we were in the race, it was a very different setup to our main team, but it did what we wanted it to do, right? It's over the top of the mountain in particular. We were quicker than most cars. We were catching them. There was no one that was right rear on our rear, all because our setup just was safer. So there was curbs that people had to stay off in the race, but we were able to actually hit those curbs and not lose the car. And we got the car home to the end. Another thing is, like I've just made this brake bias adjustment, right? And I've just hit the wall because I wasn't paying attention. But that little brake bias adjustment just then seems to have, you can see how my delta was green before I cracked the wall. It was making a fairly large difference to because what I can do is we just talked about it before, I'm not very good on the brakes in the supercar. I'm not strong enough on the brakes. I need to go harder on the brakes. And I need to go more sudden on the brakes. And that's causing me to understeer around corners, but because of that little brake bias adjustment, I can get more weight on the front of the car with more braking pressure on the front of the car, which helps the car turn better. So you lose stuff out of that, but I've seen very bad drivers with good setups outdo really good drivers on bad setups. If you ever see in week 13, they do a series called Max Bants. They used to, I don't know if they still do it anymore. Reece Gardner used to run it, and they put it on SimSpeed. I'm pretty sure they do. But he used to do the worst possible setups he could possibly make for cars and have people try and race them. And it was hilarious. So but it's not like I can get a really, really quick setup right, and I won't be quick on. I won't be quick on it because it's not built around my style. So it's not just getting, here's the setup. This is the setup you need to use, right? This is amazing. It's going to make you so much quicker. You hop in and it's real twitchy. It's like watching Max Verstappen race the Formula One, right? It's a real twitchy car. It's set up particularly for him, and it's very twitchy. But you put any other driver in those Red Bulls, and they look like they're rookie racers who've never done anything before in their lives, or Lance Stroll. And that's just because that setup is just so unique to Max Verstappen. But he's quick in it because it's built 100% around his driving style, but no one else's. Like, you put him in anyone else's, I don't think he would be anywhere near. Like, he's still going to be quick. He's a God-given talent, but he's not going to be as quick as he is with his setup. We just cracked the wall pretty hard. That was a 2X. We've got a 2015 as the new optimal. We're definitely finding time. Does that answer your question, Josh? I hope so. But see, then there's Braden, who races with us. He's our best driver, iRating wise. He's got, like, it was about 4,000 last I checked. So he's always racing as the best in the world. But he just recently purchased some really good sets, because without that really good sets, he just felt slow, and he didn't know, like, he didn't want to be the slow guy in there and then find out it was all because the car was slightly set up differently, and it makes a huge difference. So at least he had good setups. He knew it was a skill problem for him, not a setup problem. I'm not close enough to that wall. I need to slow down just a little bit more going into that corner. Oh, I've got to widen it a bit. I'm too narrow in there. Yeah, so Garage 61 is my answer to setups. Most people leave their setups open for people in there, and you can download them. Like, it's probably frowned upon, and I probably shouldn't be telling everyone that, but you can then do data work and everything. And like I said, a lot of people just have their setups open in there so that you can just download them. That's why you're probably best to run the fixed series. Not that there's a Supercars fixed series, but I tell you what, the Supercars sets make a big difference when you can get the good ones. So Jamie McKnight does our setups for the vets. They're a fixed setup league, and he makes them so they're very, very easy for everyone to drive. But then everyone gets to drive them. They're nice and easy, so makes a difference. Makes a big difference. See if I can get this braking marker right. What's deeper? That's more time shaved off right there. Finally got that braking marker deep. How much time did that make us, everyone? Oof. I'm trying to go harder on this brake pedal. than ever before. Ah, and then you slide out going around here. Ah, it's really annoying. I hate overdriving the car. Patience. We just got told about it before. Patience. Maybe I'll go back to third there. It just handles through these set of corners. If you're third, better than if you're fourth, I reckon. And it... Oh, that's better on the turn-in point, I reckon. Got to get on that throttle quicker. Oh, we lost a little wobble. So what was that last one? A 1.7. We're getting closer to that time we need. Everyone, that's awesome. Considering we just did this lap for the track for the first time yesterday, I'm really happy with that result. Oh, we locked it into the wall. I'm trying to go later on that, but I don't think I should be. Oh, hey, Jai, welcome along, buddy. You've come just at the end of the stream. I'm really sorry. I'm struggling. 2 hours in here after the weekend is starting to hurt. But, yeah, I think we're nearly there. Like, that's a 2:01.7. 2:01.3 is optimal. I haven't seen. Let me quickly have a look. Nah, I'm not live later. I'm live again tomorrow. And then Thursday night, I'll be racing this track here. I've got to go. I've got a phone call to make, and I've got a few things for work to do. So, no, I can't get on later, unfortunately. Vets. Sessions. No, I want single results by date. Let's just have a look at last night's results. Hope you're well, mate. What are you up to? So we're looking for someone like Jeremy Bush is a teammate. So his best time was a 1:59.8. Oh, he's a split 2 driver though. But Ernie's a split 1 driver, split 3 driver, sorry, and he's a 2-minute flat. So I need to find still another 1.5 seconds. Okay, well, like I got Jeremy's data I'll be able to go look at. The weather is trying to get home. What's happening down there? What is it flooding? What's going on? Because we're supposed to get a heap of rain here soon. Maybe it's the same. Maybe you're getting the rain before we're getting it, because that would make sense. Oh, I'm sweating too much. It's disgusting in this thing. Oh, it's pissing down. That's no good. Be safe, mate. Be safe indeed. Yeah, look after yourself. Don't want to bloody do anything silly. So let's go into offline testing. No data. Come on, update my thing. Update my folder. I want to have a look at my data. Man, I can't believe we're still that far off the pace. Okay, well, this data's not going to upload, so I think that's where... Oh, hold on, it just did. So let me go back a few laps. You can watch me scoot around in the Mustang. 2:01.7. We're going to find a 1.5 seconds. So let's add Jeremy. Oh, that's a bad one for me to show. Jeremy Bush, let's add him in at the 1:59.9. Apply. Analyze lap data. Oh, man. So I'm... once again... Oh, my God, this is frustrating. Can I do this? Can I go like this? Can I go... Let's add a scene. Just give me a sec, everyone. Add a source. Oh, you can't do, so I can do display capture, right? That one. You want to do display. Let's try that one. Nope, wrong one. Settings. I want to try that one. There it is. So that's my lap data, right? You guys can watch this quickly. You can see if I can get this horizontal just a bit better for you. Sort of where we're at. I should sort of... Anyway, that's the best you're going to get at the moment. So this is my data against Jeremy, right? You can see here, I'm pretty good through the first little bit. It's just here where I lose a heap of time. So that's that triple left-hander. I'm losing a lot of time, but then I'm gaining it on exit. Because if you have a look on this side, which you can't see on the vertical, Jeremy's going in quicker, but then he gets slower, and then on exit he gets faster. So that's what that is. So overall, it's still... If that's a straight line through there, that's not too bad. It's just me slowly losing time. Here's the problem, right? I catch up 4/10 on him in one corner, in one straight, because I am braking. He lifts. And then I lift, then he lifts big time. He's got some time there. I don't think you need to lift there. Let's see. Let's have a look at this. I don't know how much you guys can see, but let's have a look at this part, which is the braking point. See, I'm overshooting. I gain a heap of time on him, but then I'm just on exit. He's just way quicker, and we lose a lot of time. Actually, it's not that bad. I do go wide, so I definitely need to flatten this out. I can sort of bring it straight across here by braking a bit earlier. Like he's broken here. No, so he's lifted off the throttle here. But he is... See, I'm on the throttle and I'm braking at the same time. Why am I doing that? That's a problem. Braking and throttling at the same time. Like big time. Anyway, gearing's pretty similar. We get out, it's all pretty similar. And then it's the same at this big straight at the end again as well. He's braking earlier than me. But not for as long. And he's got this little lump there. That's weird. Okay, so this section here I'm pretty good at, which is just a straight and a corner. On exit, so the last little bit, where's that? Oh, that's on exit. Okay. It's that section through there. He's got way narrow on the line. And then cut way more of that than I did. And then got a better exit out of here and stayed a bit wider. Okay. Hey, Rain. Just received my GSV2P and setting up. Recommend any Discords to help for new people. Rain, if you've got Facebook, hop on the iRacing Down Under. Or iRacing Australia. Those guys there, if you put a post up there, the Facebook group will help you out a heap. That's a big part of it. From there, maybe if you go to the YouTube channel Boosted Media, I haven't been to their Discord, but he does setups and product reviews. Will over there does a heap of that stuff. So his Discord's really big. There might be a section in there for help you set up. But Boosted Media would be the one. If you did want to jump into our Discord, Rain, there might be a few people there that would happily help you as well if you want to post stuff in there. But the Facebook is the main one. But the main one where you want to check out for sure. Hey, Roy Clark, compare against mine. Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that one. So let's delete Jeremy. Add laps. Oh, Roy, you're at 2 flat. That's pretty slow, man. I'm joking. Okay, so we're pretty close. It's this section here, which I know is a problem. This triple left-hander, I'm just not getting right at all. See, it's all the times here. All the times here. Which is the section I just identified. See, I thought I was actually getting some other stuff wrong. But if I can get that section here, so through this section a lot better. So you're blue. So you're faster going through the first corner, but then you're slower going through the second corner, which is giving you a better on exit. But then you're faster, you take more before that, and then you're faster up through the cut of the S bend, and then I slow down way more going onto the straight, and then we're pretty straight coming out. But I'm losing on you in that period there. How do I see just that highlighted section? It doesn't tell me anywhere, does it, right? Oh, yeah. 8.5 tenths in that section right there, Roy. Helpful abuse. See this spike here, Roy. This is what I'm obviously braking too late, but then I don't actually lose time on you, right? I don't lose time on you through there. We're pretty even. So what is that? This period where I gain... I'm seeing this a lot in my data, right? I'm gaining 2.5 tenths and then losing 2.5 tenths on exit. So it's obviously I'm braking later. I'm off the throttle and I'm braking later, which gets me more time on you as we're rolling. But then right at the point of it, when we both get off, I'm not as smooth on exit. Why am I? Oh, you're just slightly throttling more than I am. Ah, my turning circle is way more. So I'm doing more turning angle, which is making it slower for me. So if we zoom in, right? Yeah, look at that. I'm missing apexes by a mile. I'm overshooting the corner by a long way. So I need to, by slowing down more, I can stay wider and I can loop in and get on that throttle and just cut the corner. Is that right, Roy? Hopefully that's right. But anyway, I've overshot my mark by 11 minutes. So I'm not far off the pace. I've just got to get these two sections right, 1 and 2, which is what I thought. That's where I thought I was losing all my time. But if I can find a second there, and then I've got to try and bloody get... oh, is that a full cut, is it? Okay, so that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to take the apex and you're cutting the corner. I know what to focus on now. Montreal, man, I'm so far off the pace, Roy. It's not funny. At this stage, I won't even hop into a pre-quali server at all. I just feel inferior trying to do that. And I look at the data, I'm like everywhere's slow. But anyway, it's all good. We've got some... man, I hope I haven't... Oh, no, cool. That's 1-3. Okay, so we're going to go back to... this one. That is it for me. I'm going to jump off for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just going to do more of this. I know it's not as exciting. We're not getting races done, but... oh, hold on. So let me have a look. What was that lap? What was my fastest lap? I want to see at that corner. I keep on trying to get off. So this is it, right? We want to go to Chasey Chase. So that's a cut. That's right. I don't want to get over those ones, do I? So let's go here. So this is where I'm getting wrong, right? I need to go wider. I turned in too early there, big time. Which meant I got on the throttle way later than you. So I lost a lot of time there. Which then usually loses your time down the straight. I've gone wide of that apex, which has slowed me down massively here. Right, this is where I'm losing all the time, right here. Which meant I'm off the apex here as well by a long way. I'm definitely slow through here. You can see it. And then I get too much, I don't cut it off there. And I'm way off apex there. So that section lost me 8/10. We'll get there. I'm going for too deep a dive here. So with that, can I cut that, Roy? Can I cut right across here? Coming in from a narrower, a wider angle and cutting right across that, I assume. So anyway, there's going to be a delay on that. So, but anyway, look at that bar symbol. How good's that? That is it for me. I'm going to jump off, and yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I've already gone over, so thank you everyone who did tune in for another practice session. Practice session tomorrow, and then race Thursday night. You'll see Miami. Hopefully, like I said, we can get down to those 2 flats, which I've got more confidence in now. Although this was a 217, so that's only going to cop me down. That data's wrong then. That'll get me to 2-1 or 2 flat. And then I've just got to find a little bit more from there, Roy. Which, like I said, that first little section through the triple lefter is where I've got to find it. But anyway, I think that's it for now. I don't think Roy's going to answer me. So have a great day all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.